Hello friends, welcome to this new lecture. In this lecture, we are going to talk about Agentic AI, the next wave of intelligence. So let's jump into the action. First, we are going to learn what are Agentic AI systems. The Agentic AI systems can operate with a level of independence, can make decisions without constant human direction, and they work towards achieving a goal that has been provided by humans. So it means the agentic AI systems work towards achieving the goals given by humans. In order to achieve these goals, they can take decisions with a level of autonomy or independence. While taking these decisions, they do not need constant human direction, and that's what makes them agentic AI. Now let's understand how these systems are different from traditional AI systems. Now the traditional AI systems were rule-based systems. The typical examples of traditional AI systems are email spam filters, fraud detection systems, chatbots. The earlier versions of Siri, Alexa, these were completely rule-based systems. You used to ask Siri to play a song, they used to find that song and play that song for you. You used to ask Alexa, find that contact in your phone book and used to call them. It was completely rule-based. Now, these are some of the examples of traditional AI systems. The modern agentic AI systems work towards achieving a goal. Now, in order to achieve that goal, the required steps, the tools, those decisions are taken by these agentic AI systems, and their only goal is to deliver the results. Now, let's take an example of a DevOps agentic AI system. Now, this agentic AI system is specifically designed to complete DevOps tasks. Now, you ask this agentic AI system that make sure my web application runs smoothly without any glitches. In order to achieve this goal, the DevOps agent will monitor the servers on which my web application is deployed. It will auto deploy any required patches. It can be a security patch or a library fix. If there are any runtime errors, this agentic AI system will fix that error in order to ensure that my web application is running smoothly. If there is too much load on my web application, like a number of people are trying to access my web application, the DevOps agentic AI system will scale the resources in real time, and it will also send weekly or daily reports to the team in order to update them about the web application health. And that's what makes the DevOps system as an agentic AI system. Now, how this agent gets the capability to monitor servers, to deploy patches, this capability is given to this agentic AI system by integrating them with external APIs. Agents can call those APIs and can perform these required actions. We will learn more about integrating these agents with external applications when we start understanding the various parts of agentic AI systems in the upcoming lectures. For now, let's take another example of a traditional AI system. This time we will take a loan application processing traditional AI system. The scenario is a bank is using this traditional AI system to process loan applications. Now let's understand how this traditional AI is processing these loan applications. First, we will understand the characteristics of traditional AI system. These systems used to only respond when we used to give them inputs. Second was they were single step systems. They used to make one decision, used to stop after making that decision. There were no subsequent actions or steps that were taken by these traditional AI systems. There was no independence or autonomy built into these systems. They were used to only make predictions rather than taking actions. They used to work on the static data that was fed to the application, and they were human dependent, where humans used to act on the recommendation provided by them. In the traditional AI system, the customer used to submit a loan application online. The AI system used to analyze the credit score, income, and debt ratio. Based on these factors, the AI used to generate a recommendation with a percentage of confidence for approving this application. The human loan officer used to review this confidence score and used to take the decision. And this was how these traditional AI systems used to work. But now in the new agentic AI systems, this entire process has changed. For example, let's compare this with the intelligent loan processing agent, which is an agentic AI version against the traditional AI system. We will take same scenario, but now the artificial intelligence agent is an autonomous agent which can take decisions and takes actions as well. Now let's understand how the loan processing works now with agentic AI system. The agentic AI system receives application. Now the AI agent decides if it needs more recent information to make an accurate decision. It will request or find more information on the application. If the AI system decides that it needs recent credit report from the credit bureau, it will call the credit bureau API to get the recent credit report of the applicant. Now, when the agentic AI system made a call to credit bureau API, it found that the credit score recently dropped to 680 due to new inquiry that was made on the credit score. It was not due to a default. Hence, agentic AI changes its strategy. It changes the risk profile and tries to gather more context on the application. Then, it checks the recent bank statements via the open banking API. It notices that there is steady income that is being deposited in this account, and the spending is also low as compared to the income. Hence, it runs stress test scenarios from the various interest rate standpoint, and then it approves the loan application with a slightly higher interest rate and 6-month review clause. Finally, it takes actions by automatically generating approval letter with terms and conditions. It sends the notification to customer and the loan officer. As continuous monitoring process, it tracks the account performance for risk management. And this is how agentic AI systems are better and powerful than the traditional AI systems, because agentic AI system was able to decide that it needs more recent information. It was able to make a call to Credit Bureau API to fetch the latest credit score. Since the credit score dropped because of the inquiries that was made on the credit score and not due to a default, it changed the risk profile to gather more context on the application. If it had been a traditional AI system, the traditional AI would have looked at the low credit score and would have rejected the application. But in this case, the agentic AI system changed the risk profile and checked the recent bank statements via open banking API. It checked that the income is steady and the spending is low, and hence after running some test scenarios, it approved the loan with a higher interest rate and 6-month review clause. So, the agentic AI was able to make smart decisions, worked with autonomy, and took decisions, and also performed continuous monitoring. So, now let's summarize the differences between traditional AI systems and agentic AI systems. Based on the decision making, traditional AI system made only single prediction that it will either approve or reject the loan application. But in case of agentic AI, there was multi-step reasoning that why the credit score of the loan applicant is low. The reason is that it was just because of a credit inquiry that was made on the loan applicant's CIBIL score. It checked the income of that applicant as well to make a decision. But this was not done by traditional AI. In case of data collection aspect, the traditional AI used only the provided data that was fed into the application. But in case of agentic AI requested for additional information to make sound decision. In terms of actions, traditional AI did not take any action, but agentic AI took decisions based on its reasoning. In terms of adaptability, the traditional AI worked on fixed process or steps, but agentic AI adapted its strategy based on the findings or the information that it found. No autonomy present in traditional AI. It required human intervention to make any decision, but agentic AI worked independently without any human intervention. We can conclude that the traditional AI was task specific. Its task was to check what is the CIBIL score based on few defined rules. But the agentic AI systems are goal driven systems with decision making to make sound decisions. I hope you now understand how agentic AI systems work, how these systems are different from the traditional AI systems. In the next lecture, we will learn about the key characteristics of agentic AI systems. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture. Stay tuned. We are going to learn a lot in the upcoming lectures. Thanks for watching. See you in the next lecture.